Ladies, how are we? My name is Dariana Mullen, and I am the current president of the game. I like to be referred to as Madam President or Thickie. As you know, we're having a discussion today. I'm going to be moderating that debate. I'm so excited to get to see you and you representing your country with such glory and such honor. We're going to start the debate off, with a little introduction. You're going to mention your country, who you are, and what you're debating. And we're going to start with Haley, who's representing Canada. Go right ahead.
Hello, sorry about this. Me and my husband, we got a little frisky before this, decided to use, maple syrup. So hands are a little bit sticky, do not recommend. My name is Haley, I am from Canada, and I'm going to be debating why the traffic light system should be changed. Thank you. Okay?
So wonderful, thank you for that. Let's go to Maliha with Russia.
Hello. My name is Esther Petrina Kuznetsova. I am an official ambassador of Russia. My hobbies include walking my dog Chi-Chi and Pow Pow and chasing my vodka with the blood of men I sleep with. My favorite band is Sick Puppies, my favorite heavy metal rock band. And today I'll be discussing why red should remain red for stop and green should stay go.
Ladies, thank you so much for your introduction. Let me just say I did not become president of the game through being nice. I also didn't become president of the game through having convoluted arguments. Let's show your prowess over your country and your knowledge by concise, to the point, factually or emotionally based arguments. Now, before we start, I just would like if you could all take your hand and put it on your heart as I sing the national anthem of the game. Wait, let me get this straight. Wait. I'm the rookie? When my features in my shows, 10 times your pay, 50K for a verse, no album out. My money's so tall that my Barbie's gotta climb it. Hotter than the Middle Eastern climate. Wine it. Toady Matterhorn dutty wine it. Nicky on them titties when I sign it. How them beep, so one track mind it. Thank you. So we're gonna begin with the discussion. Let's keep it to the point, friends. All right, we're gonna start with, again, Preston mentioned the layout, but I'll say it again. It's one side, the other side rebuttal, the other rebuttal, and final statements. Great. So we're going to start with Canada. Haley, you may begin whenever you're ready, and Preston will be timing you.
Amazing. So I would like to start off with talking about the fines for disobeying the laws of traffic. And the fines for disobeying the laws of traffic are intentionally meant to obtain a quota. So drivers who run red lights are sought out in an attempt to feed more money into the government. And this is further proven by the fact that several private companies who install the lights happen to receive a share of the fines. Now, I want to talk about colorblindness. Colorblindness, also known as colored vision deficiency, affects approximately 1 in 12 men, 8%, and 1 in 200 women in the world. That means that an estimated 2.6 million people are colorblind in Canada, and 99% of colorblind people are deficient in the colors red and green, and we know that the vast majority of traffic signals are red and green. And the use of these colors in traffic lights create a dangerous situation for colorblind people. And sometimes the color of the traffic light can appear many different ways to a colorblind person, and they are very difficult to distinguish from far away. And so I want to also talk about how the traffic light system has been linked to road rage, explosion, and humankind's declining sense of social responsibility. And many of us find ourselves stuck in traffic and getting poor gas mileage. And one of the big reasons for this could be the poor design of our traffic system, okay? So in 2008, researchers developed smart traffic lights, and today only 3% of all traffic lights are considered smart. And some of the systems today in traffic lights have their flaws because some of the sensors that we know of, they do not detect pedestrians and cyclists, and also weather can interfere with these sensors. And I want to also mention that cars are a major source of greenhouse gas emissions according to the US Department of Energy, and cars generate an estimated 30 million tons of carbon dioxide annually. And we have also seen that traffic jams make it harder for first responders, I repeat, first responders, to reach an emergency, putting lives at risk. And so what I am proposing is that we switch to an all AI-based adaptive traffic management system, which uses a decentralized network of smart traffic lights equipped with radar, cameras, and other sensors to manage traffic flows. And these sensors can also identify approaching vehicles, calculate their speed and trajectory, and adjust a traffic signal's timing schedule as needed. And this allows for traffic to be managed in real time based on volume of traffic that is there, not the volume that's predicted to be there. And so we actually found that these smart traffic lights reduce travel time through the network by 25 to 26%. Not because people were going faster, but because they were stopping 30% fewer times. And it would also reduce CO2 emissions by 6.5%. So I propose that a smart traffic light could be both voice and motion activated instead of with color. And so the traffic light can speak commands that will advise a driver what they should do, as well as provide a visual aid that is not based on color. And this is a friendlier system for those who struggle with visual aids, i.e. colorblind individuals, as it allows those who respond accurately to sound a greater chance at a safer driving experience. And the lack of color and less abrupt nature of the system will decrease the likelihood of stress-related road rage or general distraction when driving, ensuring a safer community for all. And that is my debate.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for that, Haley. Really well put together piece of information. We're so happy to share it with us. Now let's go over to Russia, President Amelia, or Esther, should I say. You are free to start whenever you're ready.
Let me start by saying that red is color of blood. Red, for centuries now, has signified danger. When one sees danger, they stop. They know that danger is ahead, and that is the very thing that red stops. Green means go. Green is a movement, an environmental movement. Go green is something that many people are familiar with and something that they associate with color green. We do not need to be having this debate because nothing needs to change about the system that Russia and nearly every other country has had for years now. We have become accustomed to this system. The amount of backlash and cost and time and energy that would go into planning and executing a large-scale operation to overthrow the entire traffic light industry as we know it today would be astronomical. It would take funds away from issues that are much more vital and much more deserving of greater attention worldwide. Maple, was it? You seem to be so concerned about colorblind individuals. Well, let me start by saying that only 8% of the entire world population suffers from color deficiency. While red and green are common colors that people seem to suffer from with colorblind deficiency, it is rare to find someone so colorblind that they cannot tell bright green and bright red apart. But let's say that they do. We have a new system that is now in motion called unisignal traffic lights. They are in the process of being designed now by American and Australian distributors and are soon going to be distributed worldwide. These futuristic lights are designed specifically for people who have difficulty discerning between the colors red and green. These lights are also designed with specific shapes to further assist colorblind individuals in discerning the signal being transmitted. Again, the system is very important. Humans are animals. Animals have primal responses to things, and from as young as many of us can remember, we have known that green means go and red means stop. To completely dismantle this system would mean that many more accidents would occur. It would be detrimental to every country on Earth. Cameras and surveillance surrounding the use of traffic lights make it so that irresponsible drivers, drunk drivers, especially those in Western countries, have a very hard time not being held accountable. It can save lives to stop people that decide to run these red lights. Again, red means murder, and murder, as we say it in Mother Russia, is what will happen if you choose to run these red lights. No one wants to get murdered, so do not change the system. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for that argument. So well put together. What a wonderful balance of logos and ethos and pathos. We appreciate you so much. Now we're going to be going into our rebuttal stage. And that is where you respond to your opponent. We're going to go in the same order that we began. Ladies, let's keep it civil. Let's keep it succinct. I'm gonna throw it over to Haley from Canada.
Okay. Now, I wanted to tell you a little fact. I can't pronounce your name, whatever your name was. I actually wrote down that 22% of Russia's population is colorblind. And I know that you said that, of course, some colorblind people are able to distinguish between bright red and bright green. And yes, that is a fact, but it is very difficult for colorblind people to see the bright red and the bright green from far away. But colorblind people have actually been accustomed to the system because, we have our red light at the top, yellow light, and then green. So they know that red light is at a top. So they've kind of been accustomed to the system. I understand where you're coming from. But what I want to say is sometimes colorblind people have trouble when they come to a traffic light that is horizontal. They cannot distinguish which one it is because it's not, vertical. And so 22% of Russia's population is actually colorblind. And I agree with you that, changing the system, if we were to change colors, that would result in accidents. But what I am proposing is a smart system that will be better for the environment. It will be better for people's mental health because they won't be as stressed on the road. They will have less road rage. They will be, and also, what I'm proposing is a system that allows those who respond more accurately to sound a greater chance at a safer driving experience. And so this physical motion of a robot-like machine will indicate signals as well as present one of three main traffic signals: stop, go, and decelerate. So we are not changing the colors because I know that if I were to see all of these colors change, that would be confusing and it would result in accidents. But what we are doing is we are having stop, go, and decelerate. That is classic things, and that's how it's going to work. I would love to hear what you have to say, but I just believe that I think this system could be better for our environment. It could allow for less people on the road. It could be really great for first responders. I know sometimes when there is a lot of traffic buildup, sometimes it is hard for fire trucks, for police officers, for emergency vehicles to get by. And if we want to keep people alive, we need to find a way to fix that. So thank you very much.
Haley, if I had one word for what you just said, it'd be scrumptious. I'm a fan. Let's yeet it on over to Russia with Esther. Go right ahead with your rebuttal.
Something that stood out to me about what you said, Maple, was rage, road rage. Why are you so afraid of this rage? Rage is very important. It's an important part of getting things done. Here in Russia, we believe in fear. We believe in getting the job done. People should fear losing their lives, which is why they stop when they see red, the color of blood, the color of murder. How many times must I say it before it makes sense? One must fear the color. That is how we fear things. We fear the loss. We fear death. That is how the ambulances must get by. They're covered in red. They're smeared in red because all you can envision is the blood of the lives that are being lost at the hands of drivers who do not know how to stop when they see a red light. Go should strike a visceral reaction within someone when they see it. They should know to begin to accelerate immediately to get where they are going. No work would ever get done if this was not the case. As I mentioned before, humans are primal creatures. This is what works. That is why from the very beginning, when the railroad system began in 1830, this is the system that we chose. Although the light that meant go originally began as green, that was meant for caution, it was quickly changed to green. It began as white and then it changed to green. But red always meant stop. It always meant stop. And the minute they changed it to green, they knew. They knew that people would go, and they did go. And although the system has gone through many changes, the colors are the one thing that have not changed. The policemen, the lawmakers in Britain who used to stand and make the motions with their arms, and at night they would use a red and green light. Those police officers are not there anymore, but the colors are, because people respond to colors. They respond to colors, I have to say. I want to say one thing. In 1935, the Federal Highway Administration invented the Manual on Uniform Traffic Control Device. This outlines uniform standards for all traffic signals and road signs. From 1935 until now, these traffic signals were required to be yellow, green, and red. Why take away color? I am not saying not to add sound, I am not saying not to add other sensors, but I am saying to keep the color. It never helps to take things away. We must add on to help more people. People respond to what they know. Imagine how many accidents would occur if people all of a sudden had the system change on them that they've known since birth. It would be crazy. It would be crazy to witness these things happen. So many accidents would occur. Thank you.
All right, let's remember to keep our arguments. Very much appreciated, your arguments, but there's one thing I like, it's speed. I run so fast. You can't even see me. We gotta mirror that in this. We're gonna go into our conclusions. I would like you all to conclude your argument for your side. Wrap it up. Give me something I can sit with. Yeah, ladies? We're gonna go to Canada. Right ahead.
So, I think we all want a safe world. And I think we want a world that is less stressful. And I think that can be less stressful on the road. And if we are to, improve our system our traffic light system that will improve our, mental health, it will make it accessible for all, like our colorblind individuals. I think everyone will be a little more happier on the road. Everyone will be traveling a little bit less, which is always great. People won't be spending as much money, on gas. And it'll be better for our environment. So I'm proposing that, this new smart traffic light system could be the way to go. And even though we love those colors, I think there is a way for us to make it more accessible so that everyone feels safe on the road. Thank you very much.
Let's head on over to Russia. Esther?
I would like to end this debate by stating my final argument, which is that sometimes change is unnecessary and causes more harm than good. I am not saying that colorblind individuals should not be happy. They will be happy because more improvements upon the color system will be made. We will make the colors brighter and better. We will make the shapes better and brighter and more accustomed to those who need it. But we cannot take away the colors that we have known and loved for so long. Not from Russia and not from anywhere else. Finally, I'd like to say that I am no bitch and you are no bitch to anyone else. Follow in the footsteps of Kuznetsova and you will succeed. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much to both of you for your wonderful points that you had. As I've gotten a notification from the game that our final challenge for you both is to describe the color red in 5 words, not using the word red. We're going to go over to Canada.
Blood, danger, fear,
Speed.
heart, and love.
All right, great. Let's go over to Russia.
Visceral, pain, murder, accountability, Strength.
All right. Game, take note that none of those words were ketchup. We were looking for ketchup. All right. Thank you both so much. I've gotten word that the winner of this debate is wolves. Wolves. We could use wolves. Why not, right? Why not use wolves? Thoughts? Thoughts on wolves?
Here in Russia, we love wolves.
Wolves, yes. Yeah, well, that's we love wolves here. I love wolves. I think they would do a great job. Thank you both so much. You'll be hearing the responses soon. I wish you a